Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here to do the second video on this double header, and this, as the first one, is a Patreon request from this patron right here. Asked us to check out a band called Wildpath, and the name of the song is The Raven. Every time I see a song, a band, or anything with the name The Raven, do you know what comes to my mind?
Edgar Allan Poe?
No, but that's a good one too. No, the wrestler.
Oh.
You know, from WCW?
Yeah.
Where he would go into the ropes and quote the Raven, nevermore. And then he would just like bounce off the ropes, and he had the flock.
Yeah.
Do you remember that guy?
I remember.
I wonder what happened to him. He was not a very good wrestler. He just hung out with a bunch of guys that kind of like hyped him up.
Yeah.
But he wasn't very good.
He was just a gimmick.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
his whole thing was just him being that gimmick.
But a lot of the guys in the WCW days, they were not very good. Some of the guys just had a good gimmick. They had a good storyline, a good gimmick, and that was it. Not that they were great. There was some wrestlers with him within the flock that were way better than him. He barely ever wrestled. Most of the time, he just went to the ring and he said, like, quote the Raven, nevermore, and then he just...
Gangrel. Remember him?
Yeah, wasn't he with Edge and Christian?
Yeah, they were all vampires. See, he was...
And they had the pirate shirts.
Yeah, but the thing is, he was cool. It's just that he didn't do much. It was just, he was the gimmick.
It's interesting that he was supposed to be the guy in the forefront, and the two of them were supposed to be the guys pushing him into that role, that lead role.
Yeah.
But the two of them end up with better careers than him.
Yeah.
Wow. It just tells you, at the end of the day, talent always rises to the top. Just like floaties in the pool when you let one out. Oh, that reminds me when I was a kid. It happened a few times. It was always nasty. And then you try to swim away from it.
I don't think that's a story that needs to be said.
Okay, let's move on. Wildpath, The Raven. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. That's a big-ass piano.
Yeah.
Wow, really interesting. So I was pointing to the screen because there was a
There was a
dude.
cat. There was a cat too.
There was a cat?
Yeah.
I didn't see the cat, but I saw the dude. He looked like that guy from Tim the Tool Man. You know, the neighbor that's behind the fence. You only see like from his eyes up.
Yeah.
He was like, you could only see from his eyes up, and there was
A bunch
somebody.
of them were just doing random stuff. In
Yeah,
the
there was one
pictures,
with just back turned. Like all you see is the back of the head. It was really funny. I thought that was interesting. All right, so what did you think of this track?
Okay.
Oh,
I gotta say.
I feel like I need to drink some liquid death.
It's
I know they're not paying us for this, but I just feel like I need a hold on a sec.
Oh, we're trying to give them more reasons, to sponsor us.
That's true.
I do like the song, but there is a couple, not a couple, but there's one thing that's kind of pushing me away. The song, when it comes to the two vocalists.
Okay, I think you're going where I wanted
There's
to go.
one of the vocalists for me, the second one that comes in. I don't like her vocals as much as the first one, and I feel like when she sings,
it kind of
it kind of turns me away from the song a little bit. But when they come together, it's good.
Great.
But when it's just her by herself, I'm not digging it because the song already feels light. The guitars, even when they're trying to have that bite to them, they don't sound like they have a bite at all because everything else is kind of overshadowing. All the symphonic elements are too much, and they're overshadowing the guitar and everything. I think they should be kind of like dimmed down a little bit to kind of balance out with both because the guitars are trying to sound heavy, but they're not at all.
Yeah.
And then when you add her vocals to the mix, it's even lighter. It's like not even a feather anymore. It's air. So I don't know. The song is very, very, very light, which is not always in certain parts of the song. It's not a bad thing, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't get that same feeling from her vocals as I do from the first set of vocals.
All right, can I go now?
Yeah.
The first thing I thought when I saw the two female vocalists is, what would be really interesting? To have a song with Mikel Salo and Yannis Papadopoulos together.
By the way, there was a shot of the bass player when he had his glasses and his hair in a ponytail, and I swear he looks like Mikel Salo.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Oh, I'll show you right after
If he was in this band, I would have received already 150 emails about us checking out this video. I'm 100% sure of it.
Guys, I'm not actually singing in this one.
Guys, I don't. You don't have to do it. But the guys in the band are asking me for me to ask you so that you could do it. It's not me asking. It's them.
Yeah.
I'm just the vessel. Like that's always his pitch.
I'm just the message man.
That's always his pitch.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the guys in the band they have no clue about what's going on, and it's all him.
They don't know who they are.
It's all him. So, anyways, I just thought it would be interesting to see those two guys in one song together. That this dynamic kind of reminded me of that dynamic. Now, I just don't know if Yannis would want to be in a song with Salo. Maybe he feels like that would be taking a step down.
No, because we fuck with Salo a lot,
but his voice is.
But the guy has a really good voice, and it's completely
voice.
different from this because the thing is they both Salo and Yannis they both have
they have different ranges and they have different styles, but they also
they come in the same wheelhouse when it comes to the genre of metal
yes.
they make.
Okay, yes.
But their voices are not similar in that way. Giannis has a very light voice, and it's just beauty.
I think the two of them together actually could do a really great duet.
I think they can do an amazing duet.
I agree.
But when it comes
let's
to
go
this
back
song,
into this.
When it comes to this song,
okay, so now, okay, but you said now your piece. Let me say my piece. I agree with you 100%. All right. The first singer, when she came on, I love her voice. I love the piano. By the way, that was one of the longest pianos I've ever seen in my life. There was like
one piano. I think it's just like.
Oh, you think it's
just like one piano, but
like they just multiplied the image, because that thing was huge.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, huge. So, anyways, I agree with you. When the first singer came on, I really like her voice. I like her tone. I liked the delivery, her range. Everything was magnificent. When the second one came on, it almost like it dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like,
she's missing something.
No, she's missing something. I
feel like in the first voice, she has a lot more. I don't know how to say it. More of a fullness to it.
I think if you're gonna have them, if you want to have the song this way, you have to exchange the roles. You have to have the one that came in second come in first, and the one that came in first came in second, because then it feels like there's a going from here to here. But right now you feel like you're starting here and then you drop down here. Now, I'm not saying that you drop because she's not as good of a singer. No, it's just her delivery is not as impactful. It doesn't have the same range. It doesn't
feel as full.
It doesn't have the same warmth to it. So it feels like you start off the song here, and what you need if you're going to have a second singer come on is that second singer to then push the song from here even higher, to go with a higher range, a higher note, push the song even more forward, right? But to me it felt like the song kind of came back a little bit, almost like it pumped the brakes. Vocally, it pumped the brakes. So I wasn't a fan of that exchange there, because I was like, wow, this song is really cool. Then the second singer came on and like, what the hell just happened here?
Especially because the song is already light as it is. So since her vocals,
but if you reversed the order, I think it would have sounded better.
But I think the main problem is just because her vocals don't sound as full as the first singer, because you can hear it coming from her chest and everything.
But then the part that I really enjoyed, actually the part that I enjoyed the most, was when there was the two of them together.
Yeah.
Because I felt that what one had,
the other one was lacking.
The other one is lacking, and what the other one was lacking, the other one had. So the two of them kind of complemented each other to perfect. The two of them together became an incredible singer.
Yeah.
So I actually wanted the whole song to be the two of them singing the whole song like in unison together. The song would have been absolutely like over the top.
Even when the whole choir thing happened,
the choir was actually really interesting.
The choir was really nice.
I really liked the choir. I honestly really enjoyed the choir. But I thought the dynamic between the two didn't work for me when it was one and then the other. And then sometimes it got really choppy with one just saying one word and the other.
Yeah.
It didn't work for me.
Just have one sing one verse, have the other, or just have them sing at the same time.
Exactly. Like either have the one that came in sing the song and then have the two of them together for the chorus, or just have the two of them together for the whole song, because the two of them together, they complement each other.
I don't think for the whole song. I think like the first before the chorus should be one singer, and then after the chorus should be another singer, and then kind of go like that. Because then I feel like if you keep switching,
you feel still.
I know you still feel a little bit, but it wouldn't feel as much. As switching them in the same verse.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you. I don't disagree with you, but I love the sound of the two of them together so much, because I felt like they complemented each other.
But I think if you do that throughout the whole song, it's gonna kind of get like you've already heard them, singing together. After a while, you're just gonna be like, okay, I kind of want to listen to
but you could have
one sounds like by herself.
But you could have the two of them singing together, right, through the verses. In the chorus, you have the choir, so you replace that with a choir, and then you have them as a bridge, like towards the end of the song, almost like spoken word, more of a melodic bridge where you just have either one or the other. It doesn't matter which one you go with. Then you can there's things you can do with the track, right? But I felt like the two of them, when they were singing in unison together, it was freaking incredible, because one's strength
was the other's weakness,
and vice versa.
Yeah, so it just made
the two of them became a complete piece. Like the puzzle, it's two pieces of the puzzle. It's the yin and the yang, right? But when you put them together, you have the full picture, and the full picture was really good. The two of them together was really good. It made the song, to use your words, fuller.
Yeah.
When the two of them were singing together, the song felt bigger, felt fuller, more warmth. There was more warmth and the overall sound and the overall presence of the song. It didn't feel as light, if you will. So I really liked the two of them together, to be honest. And the choir, I thought the choir like really added something interesting. All the voices in together, it added a little bit of.
I just think the guitar needed.
The guitars needed a little bit more bite.
Yeah, or just dim down the symphonic, because I feel like the symphonic stuff was very, very much in the forefront throughout the whole song.
It was pushing the sound forward.
It was pushing the sound forward, but I felt like at times it's like, okay, I kind of need something to balance this out, because since the vocals were very light, and
you need something that alternates to give a little bit more of a bite.
Exactly.
Because the drums were not heavy either.
No.
So
and the guitars were trying to be heavy, but
they were drowned by everything.
Drowned by everything. Yeah.
By everything else. Specifically, the keyboards and the symphonic elements drown everything else. So I agree with you. And if you're going to have the two singers that are that light, you need some heaviness every so often. The choir kind of brought a little bit of volume and heaviness, but not really. Musically, the song was still the same.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think the guitars needed to be slightly heavier. You know what I mean? To give the song a little bit more of a bite or a punch, if you will. All right, guys, this is it for this double header. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.